Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be discussing the future of Goo Kim and Lookism. I wanted to make this a video because I've been reading Lookism, the latest chapters recently, and I think it's a massive debate in the Lookism community what the future is for the character which is Goo Kim, and what side of the future battles he will be on, or if he's just working for himself. Let's get into the video. With the conclusion of the first affiliate, it's safe to say that Goo Kim has a major role to play in the future of Lookism. I mean, he's always had a massive role to play, but I think the first affiliate has just made this role seem a lot bigger than it did before. I know a lot of fans in the community, including myself, are speculating his death because of a comment Park Tae-joon made, but it's obvious that Goo Kim is too elite to be killed off as fodder because it's Goo Kim, the weapons genius. Before we move on to Goo Kim's future in Lookism, it's imperative we do a quick dive into his mysterious past and previous feats. A quick fact file I'll try to get over quickly because it's boring about Goo is he's a huge man. He stands at 191 centimeters. Not taller than Greener though. joking. He is known for his three predominant fighting styles, which I read on the Lookism wiki, which are described as street fighting, weapons mastery, and kendo. However, I think he showcased some feats of using other martial arts like Kalyani as well. When looking into Goo Kim's mysterious backstory, there really isn't much released by Park Tae-joon on it, as of this recording. We know he has one family member, even though he's fodder, which is his cousin. I mean, does anyone actually remember this guy? Like, I remember him in early Lookism, and he's just a goofy guy who uses his cousin to become strong. Kind of an annoying guy, to be honest with you. We also gathered information recently that he was trained by Goon, in a similar way that Daniel was just before the Hunt for Big Deal arc. And he was also recruited by Gun to join the 4 major crews, or help him run the 4 major crews, after Gun left juvie at 16. Just briefly, just going a bit off topic here, the fact that Goo was trained and Gun saw the potential in him and was trained by Gun, the Shura Oni himself, shows Goo's strength and potential, but we already know that, and I'll talk about it in more depth in the future, in a future character analysis video. If you guys would like to see that, hit the like button. Now, when talking about the future of Goo, there is one prevalent factor to discuss, and this is him and his secret friend's allegiance, and where it lies. It really is not clear on whether he will join forces with allied Charles Choi, or even the workers, because you never know what's going on in this mind. And on that point, his mind is constantly fluctuating, and his poker face is insane. Like, Goo, he could literally quit being a fighter and just be a gambler. Like, no one would ever be able to tell what his hand is. Although, even though we don't know for certain, we can make an educated guess and say Goo has no other goal than for himself. And he's a selfish guy, like most characters in Lookism. My thoughts is that Goo is on his own secret journey to becoming king, very similar to a character who he's actually secret friends with, Samuel Seo, which can be seen in the 4th affiliate when Daniel discovers Samuel's secret plans against Eugene. To develop this point even further, Samuel's plans could have actually just been Goo Kim's plans, and he was just using Samuel as a face in case he ever got caught. I mean, this would make sense, because he's working straight under Charles Choi, so if he got caught, he would have hell to pay, even if he's top tier or not, because he'd have other top tiers and elites like Tom Lee, Gun, the other geniuses, maybe Jake's brother, chasing after him, which is not good luck for him. When talking about the near future though, I believe Goo will act as some sort of mercenary, with his forces being a mix of both Johan in the One Night arc and the White Tiger Job Center. Like a mix of the two roles that those two parties have in the Lookism story, like Johan being a paid mercenary with like personal reasons, and the White Tiger Job Center being a similar thing, but solely for monetary reasons. I think it'll just be a mix of the two of them. This mercenary force, in my opinion, will be pivotal in taking down Gun Park in the highly anticipated Hunt for Gun arc proposed by Eugene recently. Although, when talking more longer term, I believe when Gun is out of the picture, Goo will be gunning for Charles Choi's head, and will eventually be killed by him or severely injured, because it's Charles Choi, literally called Elite. I think at this point we'll get a huge flashback, similar to Bartholomew Kuma's in the One Piece manga, sorry for spoilers, regarding why he is the way he is, and possibly revealing other mysteries like the 2 bodies, or getting more detail on other mysteries like Jake's brother. Another theory I have is that he will join up with Jake's brother, the King of Seoul, before taking down either Gun Park or Charles Choi. The chances of this happening are very low though, as more predominant belief of mine is that Taejeon and Jake's brother will team up on Goo and betray him during one of these fights, due to the influence of Charles Choi James Lee's money. As they are just gangsters after all. I'm sure Taejeon only follows Goo because he's strong and he can get him money, but Charles Choi, we know he has probably the most money in Lookism, only rivaled by Jae-hong's dad, really. Although, I can't digress this enough. They are just theories, and the future role of Goo Kim can be argued anyway. All that we know is that he and his legion of secret friends like Samuel and Taejeon will have a huge role to play in the future of the story of Lookism. As when you have that many powerhouses under one guy, I mean, it's impossible for them to just fade into obscurity, you know? Like a certain someone, Logan Lee. That's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and more Lookism videos and manhwa videos to come. Peace.